Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next session of From Nothing, Lorna's story. We're going to go ahead and pick up right where we left off, as this group of adventurers are at Arlo's house, trying to investigate it to see maybe what's going on. They are joined by Mira, the head cleric from the Temple of Melisandre. And I will move you to this scene.
And we left off with Lorna and Skolna taking bolts to the upper chest area after triggering a trap.
Yeah, that did indeed happen.
Yes, it did. Oh, Basket.
There is
I'm
Basket.
glad he's here too.
I mean, of course he is. Why wouldn't he be?
Oh.
All right. Anyway. Skolna has successfully picked the door. And as it opens before you, as I described last time, and that second trap went off, you saw crates. And a lot of them. And a fairly, rundown's not the right word, but disrepair is. This house has looked better. So, what do you do?
I immediately set off my mage armor because clearly this is not going to be as simple as we thought it was. And she'll actually turn to the rest of the group and say, "I heard voices in there, so we're not alone." And she's not going in first for fucking sure.
Anscombe shoulders his way in. Then
Lorna
the cleric
snaps off the bolt in her shoulder.
This is a halfling. She needs to not be quite as big as she is. Then Lilith goes in as well. And as soon as they enter, they begin looking around. Tier looks to you and he says, "I'm going to see if Liza sees anything or anyone out here first before I follow."
That's a good idea.
I'll be in right in a minute. Skolna goes in.
Can Lorna draw Requiem off her belt and ask him to wait in dog form with Tier so that he's not alone?
As you wish.
Yeah, good boy.
The problem is I have to find Requiem's token, and I can't
Where he hide?
There it is.
Hello, buddy.
So. Alright, so your group is here, and they are investigating the room. Mira seems confused as she looks around, and she says, "What on earth would Arlo need all these crates for? What do you think is
depends
in
what's
them?"
inside them. Can Lorna look at them with her detect magic eyeballs?
You can. All of them have magic upon them. Most of them have transmutation magic.
Okay.
And as you're looking, Anscombe's looking at this crate, and then suddenly, I need a dexterity save from Anscombe.
Oh boy.
He rolled a natural 1.
I think Lorna, to make this funnier, Lorna will be in the middle of saying, "There's probably more traps in this building, so we should be careful."
Anscombe, who rolled a natural 1, turns back and looks at you as he's putting his hand on this crate. "Oh, do you think?" And then he is pulled into the crate.
Oh, no, okay, she runs over. Is the top of the lid closed? Is it open?
The lid is closed.
Did she see what visually transpired? Was it just, did it suck him in? Did it?
What you saw was the lid pop open. A strange purple proboscis wrapped up around Anscombe's arm and yanked him in, and then the lid closed.
So does Lorna have any idea what that could be?
Roll Arcana or Nature.
Okay, because I think Penn has a clue. not amazing. 14?
It's makes you think it's a mimic.
How does Lorna know how to get it to cough up what it just ate?
Kill it.
Damage. Yep. All right. I think these are mimics, she says. And one of them has ant scum, and she's gonna uh
As you say that, Skolna immediately backs up from one, and
yep.
Lilith uh, questioningly pokes the barrel, which
No.
doesn't seem to react.
The crates. And she's gonna shocking grasp the one that just ate ant scum.
We're gonna roll initiative. Okay. So you are going to shock
Oh, a
one.
natural 20. She's worried about her boy.
I need you to roll me a strength saving throw.
Great. I'm really good at those.
I know you are.
It just ate. 17.
A 17. Yeah. You reach out and you shock this mimic crate. As you do, its mouth opens up and you don't get stuck to it, which is great.
Mm-hmm. Gotta get my boy out of there. Can I just zap him?
A moment, please. Roll the damage, if you don't mind.
Sorry, it was a natural 20 for my initiative, not to hit.
Okay. Then yes, please roll initiative. Or your attack.
To hit.
Jeez.
Yes.
You
Goodness
gracious.
A natural 20.
Well,
Lorna is very concerned about her green boy.
Yeah, that hits.
My damage is phenomenal.
Well, crit will do that.
So 13 plus 16 is 29, which is what I rolled to hit.
Okay, 29 points of damage. Okay. Well done. I will make sure. Okay, the mimic that you are face to face with is going to react angrily.
I didn't do enough damage to get him to spit it out.
No, I'm afraid not.
Okay. Spit him out, she says anyways.
The lid opens and a purple tongue like out towards you, and it's going to try and slam you with it.
Great.
It's a good thing you triggered Mage Armor.
Prepare shield. Why didn't I prepare shield?
Oh, 21 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay.
I mean, my shield wouldn't even help me with that.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled by this sticky, gross tongue that's now stuck to your shoulder. And then it's going to lurch forward and bite you by pulling you towards it with that tongue. You are grappled, so your movement is 0.
Uh-huh.
But a 9 does not hit you. That's its turn. Lilith's turn. Lilith sees the crate that is now active. Oh, no, you don't! And she runs over here. And she's going to try... She's going to slash at the tongue that's stuck to you with her rapier and her short sword. Which, an 18 certainly hits. "13 points of piercing damage. And then the short sword. Same roll. 18 hits. Roll damage. She hacks away at this thing for a total of 24 damage.
Nice.
The mimic is angrily, and the lid is like closing up and down on itself, trying to get you into it. But because it doesn't really have good leverage, you don't have to make a save yet. Okay, that's Lilith's turn. She doesn't have bonus action anything. She doesn't really have anything yet. She's not injured, so. Next in the order is another mimic.
Great.
As the fight has become clear that it's begun, this mimic slams on the ground next to Lilith and is going to attack her with a pseudopod. A 19 just hits Lilith. She's going to use parry. Oh, no. That's not what she's going to do. She doesn't have her post. All right. Yeah, that hits. She might reduce the damage with parry. She will reduce the damage with parry. Okay. Lilith takes no damage, but she is grappled. She managed to get the short sword up in the way of the pseudopod, but the sticky adhesive form lashes onto her arm and then vroom, yanks her towards it. Oh, fuck these things! And then it's going to bite.
Agreed.
What is this house, and why is there an old man from it? That misses.
It's a solid question, Lilith. What the fuck?
It's now Skolna's turn. Skolna sees the mimic is holding Lilith, one mimic is holding you. The mimic holding you is looking much worse.
And
So
also
Skolna's,
eating ant scum.
yeah, is going to dart forward and thrust her frostbrand rapier
Oh yeah.
into
I don't
its
think
meat.
it's seen a fight yet.
Not yet. That's a 21 to hit, so that certainly hits. She does get sneak attack. Before sneak attack, it deals 9 damage. Okay. I rolled poorly. Well. Hold on a minute. Sneak attack. Damage. No. $15 points on the sneak attack, so that's 24 points total.
Nice.
The mimic is slain. And as that happens, it, opens, and you see Anscum in it, hello! Just covered in
okay?
acid. It burns! And he will try and, clamber out, but he will join the initiative. One moment. Yeah, alright. He has not seemed to taken damage yet. It likely was, if he was to begin his turn in the mimic, he would have taken a bunch of damage. Skolna is then going to disengage with her bonus action from the other mimic and step back towards the door. Not really any room to hide in this tiny little room, but there she is. Mira, the halfling cleric, looks at the situation and she says, "Mimics? I don't understand. What? I guess it doesn't matter." And she runs forward with her hammer brandished, and she will Searing Smite this mimic.
Nice.
She brings her maul down on the creature. She does hit it, so it does take some extra damage. Plus this. 17 points of damage total. She looks around at the two of you. Are you alright, or can you wait till for healing?
She
can't.
asking.
She anybody who needs it. She is not able to do it this turn.
Right.
It's now another mimic's turn. This one reveals itself as it surges forward and is going to pseudopod attack the halfling cleric. And it will miss with a 15. Well, we'll then try to bite her. And we'll crit.
No, I can't do anything about that.
That's how it goes.
Eh.
She takes 35 points of damage.
Ouch. I am never not packing silvery barbs ever again.
This bite the halfling is dealing with the other mimic attacking Lilith, and as its back is turned, the other mimic just comes up and the huge lid, like with teeth jutting out of it, close, and you see her back almost like just chomped on, and she and like almost falls prone. It's now Anscombe's turn.
Get him.
He like is still getting up, and he climbs up out of the crate, and he says, "This is already just upsetting." And he the long sword into his hand, and he's going to attack the mimic on Lilith. That is a 28 to hit. That's 13 points of damage on his first strike. He swings again. He misses. It's an 11. You roll a natural 2. Okay. One moment here. Let me see if he has anything. No. He does not. Alright. Lorna, it is now your turn.
Somehow I'm at the top of the initiative. Okay. I want to do something that I think will be really cool. But Lorna is smarter than me, so she'd know, hopefully, if it would work or not. Would Lorna be able to figure out whether it'd be a bad idea or a good idea to put one of Sacred's fireballs in the mouth of this motherfucker?
Magical fireballs go around walls, so you're going to fill this room with a fireball.
She wants to put it in him.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay, all right.
They magically wrap around
it
corners.
It would have been cool.
I agree, but you are in an old, dry, wooden home.
Yeah, okay. See, that's why I had to ask.
I'm glad you asked.
I am instead going to cast Chill Touch on the one that's assailing Mira, the cleric.
Okay. Go ahead and do so.
Or 24.
That certainly hits.
For 11 damage, and I don't think it can regain hit points. I don't even know if mimics can regain hit points.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. That's my turn. Okay. Stay in this corner.
Lilith's turn. She's not grappled. She's going to dart into this corner like in a juke and then run down this way to here and use evasive footwork.
Hell yeah.
Increasing her AC to 23.
Nice.
She then will make 2 attacks on the mimic that attacked her. And she's going to use a maneuver as she does it. She's going to use bait and switch when she's here to pull Mira out of the way and put herself in.
That's selfless.
Then she does the slashing.
Character growth.
She asks questioningly.
Is it character growth or character gross?
It is character gross, that's for sure. The first hit hits with 10 points of damage. She slashes with the short sword. Natural 20.
Nice.
The dice giveth, the dice taketh away. 15 points of slashing damage from that short sword slash. And in that, this mimic is looking brutal in how much it is hurting. And Lilith is going to rely on her evasive footwork and how quickly she's moving to be difficult to deal with. That's her turn. It's now this giant mimic's turn. It's going to try and slam Lilith, who just beat the shit out of it. So, here we go. Pseudopod has to beat a 23. It rolled a 21,
Ah,
so it does not.
aha.
Then it will try to bite.
Ah.
It rolled a 24 to hit on the bite. It does
Oh.
hit.
Wow, wow, wow.
Okay, Lilith takes 9 points of damage, which is really a drop in the bucket for her very hardy health pool. Lilith looks pretty much fine. It, like, gets a bite on her wrist as she's bringing the short sword back. It's now Skolna's turn. Skolna's going to whip around and deal with this one with flanking.
Oh, yeah.
Thrusting her Frostbrand Rapier with advantage. She certainly hits, but she does not crit. She doesn't roll very good damage again, but 4d6 with one of the max, so 3d6 plus 6. 15 plus 11, 26 points of damage on that snake attack. And then Skolna will disengage again, making some space. I need to roll. I need to flip a coin. Okay. She got too close to this door that she has not investigated yet. She needs to make a dexterity save.
She has evasion at least.
She does have evasion. She rolled a natural 1.
That's what she rolled when she opened the door and got us both blasted. Skolna,
It is a
what's going
bad
on?
day for Skolna. You see another razor wire trap.
Oh no!
Out off the base of the door. And as Skolna's moving past it, her ankles get caught up in it, and she takes some slashing damage.
Ouch! 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 Ouch!
It is halved because of evasion, but it still hurts. She takes 20 points of slashing damage, which is halved,
Holy
so
shit.
she takes 10.
Ow! Still, fuck.
You just hear her, like, quietly, fuck, as she's, like, getting away from that door. It's now Mira's turn. She's, like, still reeling from the bait and switch, and she just looks at Lilith and says, "Oh, that was nice of you, dearie." And she will, like, roll her shoulders, and then she casts a guiding bolt. Now that she's no longer in melee. That certainly hits. She deals 15 points of radiant damage to this giant mimic.
Nice.
And the next attack on that has advantage. She then looks, and Skolna's the worst of you. She will healing word. Skolna regains 9 hit points.
Nice.
Almost undoes the trap completely. And then Mira will stay right there as this next giant mimic will go and attack Lilith. So, go. Misses. Really badly.
Good.
And then the bite. Misses. Really badly.
Eh.
Rolled a 3, both attacks. Okay. It's now Anscombe's turn. Anscombe sees this one is really low, so he's just going to try and finish it off.
You might as well go here to get advantage.
Yeah, he'll shift over to flank. A moment. Okay. He just sidesteps, gets like a spinning slash as he does, and hits with a 27. Yeah, he deals 14 points of damage. This giant mimic is slain as it slumps over as a crate. And then he will sprint.
Oh, he already had
3,
advantage because of the
4.
guiding bolt.
As he gets here, he has 30 feet of movement. He... 5... Oh, he can almost make it. Oh, if he had not spent that 5 feet. Oh, well.
It was my bad. He had advantage already.
Well,
Womp womp.
that's how it goes. He swings his Dragonbone Longsword and gets a natural 1.
Oh no. I did this.
Because he's fighting a mimic, I need to roll a just a strength check for Anscombe.
To lose his weapon,
It
I'm guessing.
might slip from his grasp.
But it would disappear if it did.
That's not necessarily true.
Oh, I thought that's what...
It does slip from his grasp, so, like, he brings it down on the mimic, and as it bites into the wood, he just loses his grip on it, and it, like, is stuck on the lid of this mimic, and his hand is
we're
empty.
not on our A game.
Anscombe just frowns and looks back, and he says, I hate these things. As a bonus action, he resummons his sword, and it disappears from the mimic, and then appears in his hand. He does have to spend a bonus action to do it. All right. Lorna, what do you do?
I want to be cool and heroic.
Okay.
So, for needlessly theatrically, I'm going to flank with Lilith, and I'm going to shocking grasp it.
You have advantage.
Yeah. 25.
25 hits. Roll me a strength save.
God damn it. Come on. 8.
Your hand is stuck to the creature.
Well, I need it to make contact to zap him anyways.
That's fair.
So it's
Roll
fine.
damage.
Bzz.
Unarmed strikes and touch spells are subject to this effect.
Yeah, 11.
11 lightning damage. Okay.
And then with her hand still stuck to it, she says, why did I do this?
Anscombe, like, looks at you as he's just resummoned his sword, and he says, I don't know. It's now Lilith's
I just wanted to be involved.
You have so much range, and Lilith's going to swing at it with her swords.
I'm holding him in place for you, Lilith.
Thanks! She begins to slash at it. That's a 13 to hit, which does hit.
Wow.
Yeah. Mimics are not hard to hit. They generally want to be hit, actually. 9 points of damage with that slash. She's gonna try and impose a trip attack. Just for the damage, really. She brings the short sword down low under the mimic, and then is going to, like, just shunt it onto its side, basically.
That's not gonna toss me with it, is it?
No, not really.
Okay. Whew.
Lilith is not that strong. With advantage. She does hit, which means it's this damage plus 8.
Mm-hmm.
Plus a d8, I should say. Okay, that is 14 points of damage. And the giant mimic needs to make a strength saving throw, DC 15, I think? Excuse me?
Bless you.
It fails. This giant mimic is suddenly, like, lifted up onto its back as it thuds on the ground. And Lilith, like, twists her short sword around her hands with a flourish. Your wrist is now
cool.
twisting a little
Ow,
uncomfortably.
Ow, 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 ow.
She sees you stuck to it. She's like, oh, sorry.
I'm holding it in place.
It's now Skolna's turn. Skolna, seeing it's prone, is going to step up next to Anscombe and will thrust with the rapier downward at the prone mimic. 20 to hit. That certainly hits. She deals 11 points of damage before sneak attack. That is 29 points of damage.
Nice.
The giant mimic is slain.
Does it unstick me?
You can take a moment to pull your hand off. I'm not going to require a check. But in that moment, we end combat.
I did have one question.
Yeah?
Where the hell is Norre?
Oh. That's a good question. She should be here.
She was outside with the Tier, right?
Norre should actually be in there with you. That was my mistake. So Norre, like, walks in and says, what was the trouble?
Mimics.
Oh, you all seem to handle it fine.
It ain't Anscombe.
She looks at Anscombe, who has, like, little bits of acid dripping off of his armor. She just thuds him on the shoulder. You'll be fine, big guy.
And another door was trapped. What are they guarding here?
Mira, who is looking around the room, she says, Are any of these crates real?
Can Lorna see if there are any more transmutation crates,
At this
or are
point,
they all just mundane?
now they're all just mundane.
What's left isn't a mimic at the very least.
Mira picks one of the crates that was in between the two mimics. She uses her maul, and she just kind of up on the edge of the wood, and it pops up. And she looks in. Then she leans back and looks at you and at the rest of the group. And then she lifts the lid up all the way.
Can I peek? Can I hop over? What is it?
It is full of weapons.
Ooh.
Of swords, axes, hammers. All of them look of military quality. None of them are rusty. They all look oiled. And this crate is filled to the brim.
Are they all mundane? Like, none of them are enchanted
None of them are
weapons?
magic.
Understood. I have a theory that this might have something to do with the war effort. Call me crazy.
Here?
Why not? Who would think to look here?
I don't like this. Does that mean there are rebels around here in Siren's Respite?
There are some in this very house. If we don't hurry, they might get the jump on us. I heard them.
Mira scowls and she lets the lid of the crate fall. And then she looks at the rest of you. Alright. This has gotten a lot deeper than I first thought it would be. I'm going to talk to the mayor as soon as we're finished. But if you help me sort out this house, I can promise a purse of 1,000 gold to you. Small I can do.
We're nothing if not patriots, right, guys?
We're mercenaries. Like, this is what you'd hire us for.
Well, that too.
Hearing that, Mira just nods and says, "Good. Do your job." She
All right.
looks around
Lorna's
the room.
gonna go to the... Does she remember where she heard the shushing noise come from when they initially opened the door to the house?
Through
Was
this
it left or
direction.
right?
This direction.
All right. She's going to wave over Skolna. A trap didn't go off when Lilith stepped by it, but that doesn't mean it isn't trapped.
Yeah, Skulna will investigate this door. As Skulna crouches down, you hear her, like, quietly muttering to herself, "Using mimics as guards. Bullshit." Skulna rolls a 19. The door does appear to be trapped. She pulls out her thieves' tools, and she begins working. Whoever's in this house, they really don't want anyone going anywhere.
I wonder how they got through with any speed. If
She-
everything's trapped and locked.
She looks at you and she says, "There's another way in."
Oh.
Haven't you ever
We're
had
just
a
going through the
hideout?
hard way.
Yes.
No. We're at a
Okay.
hideout. It'd be cool to have one, though. We should have a hideout.
Yeah. She disarms the
Does-
trap.
Does she seem like she genuinely agrees with me, or is she just placating me?
Insight check.
Natural one. She thinks it's a great idea, right?
Sure. You can believe whatever you want to believe with a 1. I'm not even gonna roll. Skolna then stands up and she begins to work on the lock as she hands the trap to you.
What is it?
It is a stick of black powder.
Ooh.
It's a dynamite stick, basically. You see the
Black.
fuse has been replaced with a detonating charge.
Donating charge. It's in my inventory.
Okay. You get the impression that you could probably throw this and ignite it with a firebolt.
Mhm.
Or you could hit the detonating charge yourself and it would immediately blow up.
Ooh. That's the one I'm definitely going to do.
Yeah, I figured you might. Skolna is picking this door. Takes her a minute, but she does get the door open. And as she does, the house, while it's always had this kind of quiet, dusty feel about it, you get the eddies of warm air passing out the door towards you. That is not the feel of an abandoned house.
Mm-hmm.
Skolna
yeah, Arlo lives here. We know that.
Skolna steps in, looking for traps.
I'm right behind her. You?
Moment. Skolna indicates that the coast is clear. She does
Can I
not see
do a
any
sweep
traps.
for magic?
Roll a detect magic. Or rather, a
I
perception.
open
Roll a
my
perception.
eyes. Perception. 17.
You do not see any magic.
Nothing on these doors, which means that they're trapped. It's mechanical, which seems to be the case for all of them anyways.
There's been a lot of mechanical traps, but that's
Uh-huh.
all you've seen.
Gotcha. Coast is clear, she'll say, back to the party.
Your party slowly makes their way in.
Are there any papers on this table? Or is that just
Roll me a
set
perception
dressing?
check.
No investigation.
No, perception.
Okay. 12. Terrible.
Okay. As soon as you step around this corner, right here, you were caught completely by surprise.
Awesome.
As an individual in a black coat suddenly
Oh.
steps up from behind this chair
Ganks me.
and thrusts a knife into you.
Well, you're saying into like he's definitively going to hit.
Well, he tries. He has advantage. He just crit you.
Oh no, I'm cute though. He can't do that.
Well, he did. So, this
It's gonna hurt.
7, 10 plus this.
Lorna's just like, ooh, is there a book over here?
Literally 20, 30, 35 points of damage.
Ouch. Guys, there's someone over here.
This.
Ooh, I have 9 hit points.
Yeah, you just got ganked. As you stepped
Fucking
around the corner
rogues.
without looking, a criminal just steps up and ganks the shit out of you. As that happens, you hear him mutter something. What language did you speak?
Common, Draconic, Elvish, Infernal, and Undercommon.
In Undercommon, he says, "Crisis."
Wait, what did he say?
Crisis.
Lorna just looks back in Undercommon and says, was that necessary?
He looks at you a little annoyed that you understood him, and he says, "Yes." Okay. We're rolling initiative again. Though Tier is in the
My
initiative this
tummy.
time.
He got me, like, right between the ribs.
He is going to... It's still his turn as he had surprise. He suddenly becomes keenly aware of everyone that's in the room, and he shifts here. He presses the dagger that he just stabbed you with to your throat, and he says...
great, I'm a hostage.
Yeah, you are. He says to your allies, "Any closer, she falls."
Oh, do I have anything for this? I don't think I do.
That's his turn. We begin combat, and the criminal is not as fast as Tier. Tier sees this and you, and you see he looks a little annoyed.
I'm in the way.
Yeah, he looks at the criminal, and in common, Tier says, "Look at who you're talking to. We're mercenaries. I hardly know her. And he raises the bow and
Aw,
looses an arrow at.
my feelings.
In the moment as he does, a hunter's mark is placed on the criminal as an arrow flies towards him. Well, Tier just crit.
Hey.
Okay.
Hopefully he doesn't kill me before it gets to my turn.
Hopefully. Okay, that is 23 points of damage plus the hunter's mark.
Nice.
26 plus 6, 32. Okay.
That almost makes up for the fact that he hurt my feelings.
In the brief moment, the crit slams into this criminal. The arrow like sinks into the side of his jaw as he was talking, and his head just snaps back, and he's and you feel the dagger pull away from your neck just for that moment as he's completely
Hooray.
surprised. And then Tier knocks another arrow and fires again. That's a hit. Okay. Yeah, I gave the guy increased AC because you were held hostage, but it didn't matter. Tier does 12 points of damage with that second hit. He did 44 points of damage in his turn alone.
That's pretty hot.
As soon as that happens, 2 arrows into this man's head, and he just slumps backward, dead.
Oh. Good aim.
Nothing personal. I had to, make it seem
It's
like
fine.
we're friends.
I'm not gonna internalize that at all.
You could, and we can argue about it later if you want.
Oh, can we?
You have my permission.
Thanks. I'll actually forgive you early if you give me some healing because that really hurt.
Oh, right.
Just like hand clasped to her side. There's just blood pouring out of the wound. She has 9 hit points.
Jesus. Okay.
He fucked me up.
He will when he can, but we're not out of initiative yet.
Oh.
Okay. One moment, please. All right. It's now Mira's turn. Mira will run forward, and she will cure wounds you. Because you are bleeding a lot.
At least he didn't have, like, poison.
No, but he did hit you very hard.
Yes, he did.
You heal for 20.
Oh, thank you.
This is the thing I can do to help, at least. Do you think that was it? Do you think there's more in here?
Yes, I do.
Mira raises her maul, but she doesn't see anything. Nore looks past this at what happened. She looks into the room. She's going to... What does she do?
What are these, by the way, these pieces of furniture here?
I'm sorry? What are what?
What are these pieces of furniture here?
So this is like a big, like, armoire, like a coat closet. And this is, like a desk. Like a little... a bureau, basically.
I mean, Lorna might point at this armoire and be like, there might be someone in there.
Nore nods. She moves here, and she begins to strum a subtle, just... as she's holding a spell.
Is she using her lyre?
Yes. It's now Skolna's turn. Skolna is going to roll an investigation. She moves up to this door, and she listens. She then looks back at the rest of the group, and she nods to the store. She's then going to kneel down and disarm the trap that's on it as an action. She does so. It's now your turn, Lorna.
I am going to drink a healing potion because owie.
That's fair.
So I take 10 hit points back. And then I am going to... How much movement do I have? All of it. But where's my ruler? She's going to go and... Actually, she's going to take a page from Skolna's book, and she's going to go to the store and listen.
Roll perception.
Uh, 21.
You hear counting.
What do you mean? Like someone's going...
You hear
2.
someone saying 8, 7. Like you hear someone quietly counting.
Shit. And I don't have a message. She's going to say to Skolna in Infernal, there's someone counting behind this door.
Skolna looks up at you and at that door, and then she just nods and shrugs.
I mean, no, that's Lorna's turn. She's gonna hold a spell.
Okay.
If something or someone comes out of this door, she's gonna shocking grasp them.
Okay, it's now Lilith's turn. She says, in Infernal, well then why don't we meet them ourselves? And she runs up to the door.
Probably trapped.
And she's going to kick the door
God
open.
damn it. We don't know if it's locked. We don't know if it's trapped. Okay. Cool. I think the only people in our group that definitively understood Lorna was Lilith, Skolna, and Tier.
Yeah. She rolled a natural 20 on her athletics check.
That's kind of hot.
So Lilith boots this door open, and as she does, there's a criminal who is standing there and has a lit fuse explosive in its hand. The razor wire trap on the base of the door like spreads out and opens. I'm going to make a dexterity save for Lilith and the criminal.
I'm not too close, right?
No, it's only in the actual door jam.
Excellent. Can I still zap him, though?
No.
Oh.
In this moment, things are about to happen.
Okay. Like a kaboom?
Probably.
Great.
Okay. Lilith succeeded on the dexterity saving throw. She takes half damage. The criminal also succeeded on dexterity saving throw. So they also take half damage. So they each take 8 slashing damage. In this moment, the criminal is surprised that the door was slammed open. I'm going to give him a dexterity saving throw to not drop the explosive.
He's a rogue, right? He should be able to succeed.
He failed.
Oh, cool.
The dynamite falls on the ground in between the two. I'm gonna flip a coin. On heads, it explodes. It explodes. I need you to make a dexterity save.
That doesn't affect my dynamite, does it?
No.
Okay, good. Dexterity save. I rolled really well. Good job, Lorna. 18.
You succeed.
Dives out of the way. Doesn't have a lot of room to move, but get out of the way.
Lilith rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
The criminal rolled a natural 3. Okay. So here's some damage from this dynamite. Okay. Everyone who failed, so the criminal, takes 22 points of force damage and 10 points of fire damage.
Wow.
Everyone who succeed takes 11 points of force damage and 5 points of fire damage.
Ow.
So Lilith takes 11. force and 2 fire damage because of her resistance to fire.
Mhm.
The criminal. It takes a lot. Okay, so that's...
Why did you do that, Lilith? Laura says, crispier than she was in a moment.
With her blades out, she looks at you and she says, "Because I'm sick of all this hiding around like cowards." And she's going to thrust forward with the rapier on the criminal.
But can I zap the criminal now?
You're... Okay. Calm
I
down.
was holding it.
I know you were. You
Mhm.
can after Lilith makes her strike, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Lilith hits. She only gets the 1 attack because of the athletics. Oh, she has bonus action. She can offhand attack. Never mind. 11 points of piercing damage. Okay. This criminal's looking real bad. Short sword attack. That misses. Okay. Now you can shocking grasp.
Hooray. Where is it?
As you lean forward to shock, you see another criminal that was standing next to him,
Oh.
looking
Is he?
singed.
Okay, good.
As
I
he's-
missed.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
It's now those criminals' turn. They seem dismayed that their plan failed. This one is going to open this door. He hops as he does,
Ah, yes.
and then rounds behind Lilith, and is going to stab her. With advantage. I need to roll it again. He does hit. She takes 20 points of piercing damage. And then the original criminal is going to also stab her. Or try. 8 and 19. He succeeds. Lilith then takes another 20 points of piercing damage. That's these criminals' turns. It's now Anscombe's turn. He's going to make the train, run up behind this one,
Where?
and slash with his longsword. Attacking advantage because of flanking. I literally rolled a 1 and a 20.
The duality of answer.
Yeah, no kidding. This happens all the time for him. Okay, he crits for 35 points of damage. This criminal is immediately slain.
Hell yeah.
He runs up. I'm going to give him a chance, a perception check to see if he noticed that guy jump.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid not.
Oh, buddy.
He runs right through it. And he needs to make a dex save. And you hear him just fucking traps. As he runs through it, he succeeds on the dex save, so he only takes half. The splint mail he wears seems to mostly have protected his legs from the slashing, but he does take 14 points of it. And then he rounds this guy and swings his longsword again. Okay. It's a 28 to hit. I think that hits. That is 17 points of damage. This criminal is slain. He had like 6 hit points. As that moment happens, that is where we will end combat for now. Anscombe, like, tusks pressed into his cheeks, looks angry, and he says, "Scumbags taking hostages." And he just kicks the
Only
body
for a
of the
few
fallen
seconds.
criminal.
It did hurt, though.
You alright?
Oh, I have been better.
Anscombe turns and he sees a door. here, and he says, I think I found the quicker way in.
Right, maybe we should have. Well, it's too late for could haves and should haves. I think Lorna is gonna go over to the guy who held her hostage initially and rifle through his things.
Okay. Go ahead.
Not great. 14.
With a 14 investigation, you find a short sword, a dagger,
Mm-hmm.
a hand
Mm-hmm.
crossbow,
Mm-hmm.
20 bolts for that hand crossbow. You find about 23 gold, but in various currency, like not just gold, like lots of silver and copper on him.
Mm-hmm.
You also find a like a paid stub for the Silver Express.
Oh, we were there recently. Does it have like a time, a destination?
Yeah, it was from Quarterstone Pass to Augur City, which is the full length of the Silver Express, and it's dated like 4 weeks ago. And based on the state of this guy's clothes, these are probably the only clothes he's worn.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are a little rank.
Yucky.
As
She'll
you investigate, you notice this man is an elf.
what kind?
Roll nature.
Full elf?
It's a
The very
full
least.
elf. You're not sure which species at a glance. If you roll nature, you might determine.
17.
High elf.
Are they all elves?
You investigate all of them. They
Mhm.
are various races of elf.
But elves.
Yes.
Hmm. And is there any? Can I rifle through their pockets for
You
anything like
find
that
similar things on
stuff?
each of them.
Mhm.
One, you do find a trinket. It's like it's a die, but with a quick investigation, you find it only rolls sixes.
Uh-huh.
So you can say you have a loaded die now.
Sure. That's the only thing that stands out in the other two.
With that investigation, yep.
Oh, it carries over.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, she'll look over at Mira and say they're all elves. So my war uh theories holding some water, I think.
Great.
How is Skolna doing on this door?
She's already finished.
She's waiting for us. Okay. Before anything else happens with that door, Lorna's gonna take that Jack of Blades mask and put it on just in case.
Okay. As Lilith, Mira, and you are all looking pretty beat up, Tier's gonna walk up and cast Cure Wounds on you. You
Oh, yeah,
heal.
thank you.
You heal for 8. And then Mira is going to step in the middle of all of you, and she's going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Yeah, she needed it too. She took that crit from that mimic.
Yes. So that's 12 plus. Okay, all of you heal for 18.
Nice. Get you, cleric.
She's doing her job. Then Lilith is going to. Well, she's
Second wind.
going to second wind, yeah.
Are you implementing that short rest feature that you were developing?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay. Lilith heals herself for 15.
Are we ready?
In these moments that you're healing up and talking, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Okay. 23.
From behind this door, you hear glass break.
She'll just look at Lilith and say, knock, knock.
Lilith nods, walks up, and kicks the door open to an empty room with a window broken.
Oh, okay. Running.
Someone appears to be, yeah.
No, I am running.
Oh.
It's like, I'm not
Uh,
letting this fucker get away.
I
So
mean,
I
you see
move
the
5,
windows. They're
10,
both,
15, 20, 25. Can I action dash?
yeah.
I want to fly. Whee!
Okay.
I go out the window.
Roll perception, as you do.
I can't leave this window because of a wall.
I got you.
Damn, not great. 12.
You don't see him.
Can I whistle for Requiem? Is he still outside?
Yeah, he just has a ways to go.
I know, but can he come like on this side of the house over here from the front door?
Yeah, he will. He moves
She does
here.
the dog whistle classic.
He action dashes. What's his movement? It's like 50, 40. Okay, so he actually gets here. Then he will action dash.
Well, she says to him, "Do you see him? Someone's running.
Okay, I'll roll for him.
Sniff him out, buddy."
He rolled better than you, but not by much. No,
Fuck.
there is a lot here. I smell blood.
Yes, definitely that too. She'll like stick her head back in the window. I can't find him. I think he got away.
Lilith just shit.
There's still more rooms in the house.
Lilith looks around and just nods and then steps
She'll
away from the door.
clamber back in the window.
Okay.
Which I need help with.
Okay.
She'll actually ask Requiem telepathically to go around the house on the other side to keep an eye out on exits and windows just in case.
Okay. He does.
And she comes back inside where everyone else is. Well, there was that door to the right, so
All right. You hear telepathically. On the north side of the house are 2 windows that are boarded up.
thank you, Rick. Keep an eye. Something might come out of them.
Okay.
She's making her way to that side of the building.
All right. Your party is like trying to follow you and see what you're doing, because you're communicating mentally with Requiem.
Mm-hmm.
They
She
don't
just
know
does
what you're
that.
saying.
Bouts
Yeah.
of silence.
Skolna is going to investigate in here. Lilith is with Skolna. Anscombe and Nori are coming with you. And Tier is investigating the what looked like a kitchen that these guys were hiding in.
Mm-hmm.
You find a closet.
I open the door.
It is full of clothes.
Can I investigate?
Yes.
$18.
With an 18, these clothes are worn. They're tattered. They've been repaired many times. These are the sort of clothes you would expect a fisherman to wear.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of overalls and like underclothes, like long john pajamas and such. Simple clothes, very cheap to make, but hardy.
Arlo's clothes.
Yeah, you think these are Arlo's clothes, but they're dusty.
Mm-hmm.
No one has disturbed these in a long time.
And these fucking criminals look like they'd been wearing the same clothes for weeks at a time. So they're not wearing Arlo's clothes, I guess.
Apparently.
She'll pop back out of the closet and just say, dead end, circle back.
All right.
Requiem saw 2 windows that were boarded up, so there are other rooms, we just haven't found them.
As you return to what is basically like the common, Tier says, "There's a door out back here, but I don't see, like, there's a well." And he, like, looks back out there. I do see Rick. That helps.
He sees some windows, which means there are rooms. Can she look at this armoire and open it?
Yeah, you open the armoire. It is full of clothes that look not dusty. It's full of basically coats and dusters and such. Roll an investigation.
Is there a fucking hidden door in here? Terrible roll. 13.
With a 13, you're sifting through this armoire. And as you do, you hear what sounds like a clang, like a wood on wood, like someone knocking something over or pushing something onto something, come from behind the armoire or behind the wall the armoire is on.
Aha! She's gonna try to do a Lilith and kick it.
Roll athletics.
4.
Oh
Stub my toe.
God. You don't get your foot up high enough to actually kick the back of the armoire. You try and you like stomp on the lower drawer of the armoire. And Skull next to you just looks at you like confused.
Yeah, that was sad. Okay, Lilith, knock knock.
Oh, move over.
She'll step back. Yeah, that was pathetic.
Lilith comes up and she will kick the door. The back of the armoire, not designed to be kicked. Suddenly, it's clear that it's not actually the back of the armoire, it's the wall behind it. And it slowly, like, opens inward. There is a false wall behind the armoire.
Oh shit, there's 2 guys in there.
As the door opens, Lilith's looking in and you hear, "Hey there."
From them?
Yeah.
From the guys in there? Oh.
Now,
Lorna will poke her head in. Hello.
before we get hasty, perhaps we could come to some sort of arrangement.
Insight. Are they just trying to stall before they attack, or they actually want to talk?
Insight.
Pretty good. 23.
You can see the way his eye is shifting. He's waiting for someone or something to get into a position. He's stalling.
Going to chill touch the one talking.
Okay, roll your spell attack.
Fuck you, dude. Amazing. 16.
Okay, with a 16, you I think you hit. Hold on. You do hit. And he looks at you and says, "Rude! Ah!" Roll initiative, please.
Fucking trying to stall. 6. Terrible roll.
Okay, you do 6 points of damage, and we have another combat.
But he didn't sneak attack anybody.
That's, well.
I have trust issues. I got ganked today and held hostage.
You know, that is
guys.
fair. Lots of ganking. Lots of ganking going on.
This is the gank house.
Apparently. Skolna, who finds herself in direct view of this opened armoire door, just looks at Lilith as if to say, "Really?" And then she steps to the side, will bonus action hide. Roll stealth. We'll peek around the corner and we'll loose an arrow at the closer one here that she sees.
I don't even see that one. I was just aiming for Suave over here.
Yeah, she saw someone you didn't see, apparently. She has advantage because she was not detected. 24 to hit certainly hits. Rolling damage plus 46. One of them is max. Okay, 20 points of damage to this individual. And then Skillen will dip back into the corners. She looks at you all and she says, "No traps on the armoire. They didn't know we'd find it."
Nice.
And as the fight begins,
Oh, yeah.
it's now Lilith's turn. Lilith looks in the room and then back out at all of you, and she says, "Time for a scrap." She's going to dart in. She's going to spend all of her movement. Evasive footwork activating. She's running out of these, but she can do this one. Her AC increases to 24. And as she gets there, she's going to wail on the one that Skona already hit with her rapier. She saw this one took a big arrow right to it. So as she gets in, that's a 19 to hit. That's 10 points of piercing damage. Then she swings with the short sword. 19 to hit again. 10 points of slashing damage. Okay. Just like that, this criminal falls. Lilith will whip around toward Mr. Sly Guy. And she will bonus action slash with her short sword. Miss with a 14. She will then action surge. Stab with her rapier. Hit with a 15. Dealing 10 points of damage. And then she makes a final attack with her short sword. Fighters. And that misses within 11. It's now Nore's turn. Nore, like alarmed that a fight is already going off again, runs up.
Just got here.
And she steps into the room and tucks herself into the corner. And she's going to look at the situation. She plays a sharp note on her lyre, and she casts Shatter.
Nice.
She doesn't want to hit Lilith, but she will cast Shatter on the backside of the building. Suddenly, just a sharp ring off the lyre screams through the air behind them. And I need them to both make a Constitution saving throw. The leader saves. The other criminal fails. The criminal takes 17 points of thunder damage, and the leader takes half, so 8. And then Nore is going to bonus action Bardic Inspiration. You, because you're about to go up.
Okay.
That's her turn. Lorna, you're up.
Oh, I've never used this spell before. Let's see if it works.
Perfect time.
Yep. She is going to step in to the room. All right, there's a dead guy. How badly is the guy in the back looking?
He's not half yet.
And how about the leader?
He's fine.
Okay.
He's taken a couple scratches.
This will be cool if it works. She is going to say to him, does he look like an elf? I'm guessing.
Yeah,
He's probably
he
an
does.
elf. Ugh. He's going to have advantage on this, but whatever. I hope it works. She is going to say to him, well, you wanted to talk, so you'll get your chance. When you're the last one standing, I'd like you to explain this whole operation to me. And she's going to cast suggestion on him.
Oh, wisdom save. He does have advantage.
Yep. Maybe he'll just roll really bad.
He didn't. That's a dirty 20.
I have nothing.
He looks
to
at
do
you and
about
he just
that.
goes, no.
All right, well, then you're going to have to die.
You can try.
Gotten this far. That's my turn.
Tier darts around the corner and then gets a line into the room. What's the passive perception? It's pretty fucking good. Yeah. Hold on.
He sees something we don't, huh?
He has a real good chance to. Yeah. He says, Lorna, there! And he points out a individual hiding there.
Thank you.
And he's going to move the hunter's mark from the dead guy onto the cheeky leader. He makes an attack with a longbow. And misses! Tier! Okay, well, he tries again.
I mean, he pointed out that guy, so I didn't get ganked a second time today, which is nice.
The second one hits. Okay. Yeah, it's true. He's already proved
This was
useful
the
this
guy.
round.
This was the guy that the leader was waiting to get in position, right?
You can surmise that, yeah. Okay, he deals 14 points of damage to the leader. And that's his turn. Anscombe charges into the room. He doesn't have enough movement to get to the... Bam. Alright. He will just get in this guy's face. And he will begin to attack.
Thinks he was going to stab me.
Probably. Normal. An 18 hits, rolling damage. Finish the damage roll. God. Okay, he dealt 17 points of damage with that slash. Okay. And then he swings again and hits for an additional 14 points of damage. Anscombe will then bonus action. No, he's fine. He doesn't second wind. He saves it. All right. This individual is going to... He sees Lilith acrobatically, like, defending herself, and he darts to the corner of the room, drinking a potion as he does. So
Who does?
This fella.
Little shithead.
And as he does...
Where did he come from?
He's been there the whole time. He runs over here. You're a caster, Nori's a caster. It's going to Lilith are fighters. He's going to attack Nore.
No, she's cute though.
She darts over. He hits. 8 plus... Okay, Nore takes 18 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
That's his turn. Mira gets back behind Tier, and she says, well, this is all just... It's bullshit, is what it is. And she's going to...
Not in my town.
She points into the room, and another guiding bolt into the room, surging towards the leader. Oh, and it just misses.
No, it's
Yep.
embarrassing.
Okay. The one engaging Anscombe now, and was not planning on engaging Anscombe, doesn't really have a choice. It's going to... You know, he's going to try and attack him. Using all he's got. First attack is a miss. Second attack. The dagger. Hits. Anscombe takes 17 points of piercing damage. And he's going to have to stay right there. The leader looks around at the situation. All right. And he, like, pulls his coat aside, and he whips out a weapon that... You roll me a history check, Lorna.
Okay. Oh, it was good, and then it was less good. 15.
It looks kind of like a rifle, but it isn't. It looks a little different. He raises the scattergun and fires.
Can Lorna see if this is magical or not?
It's not. It's completely mundane.
Cool.
Glad you think so. Okay. That's, all right. He's aiming it at you, but Lorna and Anscombe both need to make dexterity saving throws from the spread of the shot.
Shit.
A 19 hits you?
Yes, it does. I rolled a 15.
You don't make a dex save.
Oh, bless you, Bo. Sorry, my cat sneezed.
How dare he?
does
Okay. Lilith failed. Anscombe is probably going to fail.
Oh, so I take the direct hit, but everybody else in the spray radius gets damage.
Yes, they get half damage. They would take none if they succeeded, but they failed. Anscombe almost succeeded, but he failed.
Damn it, Bobby.
You take... +5. Okay, you're outside of minimum range, so...
A lot of D4s.
Yeah, you take 27 points of piercing damage.
Ouch. He halved me.
Yeah. And Lilith and Anscombe both take 13.
I wish people would stop hurting me today.
You, like, Anscombe kind of glances over at you and he says, "Did you take shield?"
I have it. It's just not prepared.
That's a no. You didn't. Okay. Maybe get out of the line. And then you see the leader of this group is, like, the opening on the back of this weapon opens and he's shoving another wax cartridge in. And he says, "Good advice." Skolna's turn.
Advice. Fuck that guy.
Skolna surges around the corner.
I'm going to do the exact opposite of what he said.
Never take shield? Or get even deeper?
Both.
All right. Skolna looks at the situation in this room. She sees the one in front of Nore is fine. The leader has a little bit on him, and the one in front of Anscombe is almost dead. So, Skolna's going to shoot the one in front of Nore. Because she wants Nore to not be in dicey. Skolna hits with the 21, rolling damage. It's 11 plus 18, so 29. And then Skolna's going to dodge around to this side and hide. Lilith's turn. Lilith, having just taken the brunt of that scattergun blast, looks at the leader and says, "Fancy toy you've got there. I think I'll take it for myself." And she's going to whip around to the side and then behind him so that she's not in the line of fire for it again. And she's going to start stabbing him. Stab, stab, stab. Stab, stab, stab. She's going to use her last evasive footwork and try and trip him.
You mean
if
her
she
last
hits.
superiority die?
You know what I mean. Yes, the last of her superiority dice to try and trip him. Let's see. She has to hit first. She does. Okay. He needs to make a strength saving throw DC 16. I was wrong earlier. It didn't matter. The thing rolled garbage. The leader rolled a natural 20, so he does not get tripped, but he does take extra damage. Okay. Oh, you rolled so bad on damage, Lilith. He takes 11 points of damage from that superior strike, and then Lilith will stab with her short sword. And miss. So now Nore's turn. Suddenly, the individual in front of her is looking really bad. So Nore just looks at him, and she puts the lyre away, and draws her rapier. You wanted to be close. She's going to flourish. She performs a slashing flourish. Yes. And she attacks him. Okay. 22 to hit. Plus a D8. She deals 17 points of piercing damage with a rapier flourish. As she brings the rapier up and just quickly thrusts as the criminal's trying to parry with the short sword and dagger in both hands. He brings them up to block it, and the rapier just slips right in between them, right through his neck.
Oof.
Was it worth it? As he's like sliding off the end of the blade.
Eesh.
Just dead. Where was I? She puts the sword away, redraws her lyre, and is going to healing word Lilith. Because Lilith looks fucked up. Lilith heals for 10.
Nice.
Okay, Lorna, you're up.
Lorna just puts her hands up and she says, "All right, I'll get out of the line of fire." But as she's like dipping to leave the armoire entrance, she's going to cast Lorna's instant embrittlement on his scattergun.
Okay.
It's also a new spell, so hopefully he doesn't know what it does. And tries to fire with it.
I believe this is a dex save.
If he's holding it, I believe so. Hold on. The wearer must make a dexterity saving throw, or that object will suffer the effects of the spell.
Right, DC 17. Okay. He's gonna give it. He doesn't like what's happening. He sees a magical effect rolling toward him. He is Dexy. He rolls a 17. He succeeds.
Damn it. Damn.
It's worth a try.
Damn.
It was worth a try.
That would have been really cool.
Well,
Why do you hate me, Echo?
I don't. The dice hate you. I like you a lot.
It's hard to tell.
Uh-huh.
She says she was going to get out of the line of fire, but she's like so resistant to leaving. So she like.
So you stand in the
room.
doorway? Okay.
She leaves the room and she's like, "Okay, I'm safe now."
Okay.
She wants to be involved.
That's fair.
I don't have any bonus actions that are useful.
Okay. Tier next to you, he just smacks you on like the side and he says, "What did he say? Get out!" And he heals you for he heals you for 13.
I want to be involved.
He just like looks at you like you're foolish.
Which is true.
But that was his action to cure wounds you, so he does not make an attack. This is now Anscom's turn. Anscom's going to slash the individual in front of him.
Should have just hasted Anscom. That was my other option. Grumble.
Anscom hits with a 16. Yeah, you can't roll that low, Anscom. He deals 13 points of damage, and this criminal falls.
Hooray!
Anscom then
So it's just him.
runs forward and is going to attack with advantage. 26 to hit, that certainly hits. Rolling. 19 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay. Anscombe rolls his shoulders and action surges.
Nice.
And he's going to attack again with advantage because of flanking. Okay. That's 15 points of damage. Then he attacks once more with advantage.
I love that guy.
26 to hit. That hits. Rolling damage. Okay. 19 points of damage. This guy is barely standing. As Anscombe just
We
finished
can still
wailing on him.
talk. Lorna says.
Mira, the halfling cleric, looks at you and then at him, and she has like her maul raised to cast a spell. Like you see energy gathering in the tip, and she says, "Should I wait?"
I think we should see if we've softened him up.
Okay. She holds the spell. She holds guiding bolt. The leader spits out blood, looks at the surroundings around him, Lilith behind him, Anscombe in front of him. You know, in this line of business, not everything's as easy as it seems to be. He bites down on something,
No.
raises the scattergun, and fires.
Is he cyanide pilling himself?
That's what it looks like.
That's some commitment to the business.
Anscombe is blasted at point blank with a scattergun. I need you to make a dex save. It's in melee, so he has advantage on this attack.
7.
He absolutely nails Anscombe.
No.
Did he roll a nat 20? No, he didn't. Okay. Okay, so you will take half of this, because you're outside of its immediate range. Okay, you take 10 damage, Lorna.
Ow.
Anscombe takes
Oof.
35 damage.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
Anscombe is reduced to 0 hit points, but he gets back up with 1.
Oh my god, he's Swiss fucking cheese.
Yeah, just the scattergun leveled to his chest. And Anscombe
He
falls
wears armor.
flat on his back. The armor is nice, but it is a firearm.
Uh-huh.
And firearms don't care about mundane
Yeah,
armor.
that needs to be mended.
And Anscombe's just flat on his back, prone. Oh.
Are you okay?
Oh, splendid. Like, the wind is all clearly out of him. Blood is all over his chest. Like, it doesn't look good from here, but the center of his plate, of his chest, has, like, what looks like mincemeat coming out of it. It looks brutal.
Ugh.
I think that calls it! And Mira casts Guiding Bolt.
He's gonna die anyways.
She was holding the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. An 18 hits. So... 12 points of radiant damage. The leader is slammed by the radiant energy and slumps over, defeated.
Lorna's gonna scurry over to Anscombe. I can't fix you. I don't know how to fix you. Someone who knows how to fix people, fix him, please.
I've been worse.
No, you really haven't.
Yeah,
It's about as worse as it gets. I mean, you died that one time.
that was worse. That's what I was
No,
thinking
but this
of.
is really close, Mira.
Mira runs in, and she looks at the wound and she says, "Gods, all right." And she will cast Cure Wounds, and you watch as all of these pellets just rise to the surface out of his chest.
Ew. Ugh, body horror.
It is awful. She casts Cure Wounds at 2nd level. Heals Anscombe for 20. So he's now at 21 hit points. And he sits up and he says, okay. Ow.
Uh-huh.
He looks around the room. Okay, so... do we know what all this was about?
No.
Mira
I guess
looks
I
at the
could look.
corpse and at you. Well, in the morning I can cast Speak with the Dead.
If he'll talk.
He didn't see me a whole lot, did he?
I don't think he saw really much of you at all. He seemed more focused on us.
What do you know about
I
the
will.
war? You said this might be the war
Oh,
effort?
I would imagine so. I know a little bit. I'm gonna dig through his pockets. Hopefully I'll roll better investigation, because
Yeah, roll
he's probably got
investigation.
more important stuff on him. Fuck me. It's a natural one.
You find a couple things, with even a natural one, things that are obvious. In his coat, you find a set of what look like panpipes, but they look disgusting.
Are they magic?
They are magical.
What does my magic tell me?
Uh, you'd have to identify them,
What school of
but
magic?
they are enchantment.
Okay.
You see, like, they're like made of bone. They have what look like maybe raven skulls tied to them at the top. With you see, like, the raven skulls have glowing red eyes. They look intimidating.
Spooky.
You find 17 cartridges for a scattergun, and you find a scattergun. You find a short sword and dagger. You find a coin purse with about 70 gold worth of currency in it. You
Okay.
find a revivify diamond, 300
Oh
gold worth
shit.
diamond. At a glance, you know what this diamond is based on your own gemology and needing spell components. This diamond is big and bulky, and you immediately recognize it as a
That is
revived
going in the
diamond.
bag of holding for when one of us inevitably dies.
As you're investigating, the rest of your group is like going into the room and looking around. Thierry says, "It looks like they've been holding up in here for quite a while. There's signs of living, there's food, there's sleeping bags.
They reek.
Oh, they do. This room smells of sweat and just gross."
Can I investigate the room and not the body to see if I can find any signs of like what exactly they're doing here with all these weapons, like papers or
You don't see any obvious paperwork.
uh,
But you can roll an investigation.
please roll better. Better than on one. 14. God, terrible rolls
With
today.
a 14, you find on top of this crate, like tucked into it like a book on a bookshelf, there is a small journal.
Okay.
But the journal, it doesn't like have like daily entries. You see, it's like someone's keeping track of messages that they have sent and spells that they have cast. And you see specifically, it's talking about Arlo. And you piece
They've been
together,
controlling him.
they've been trying to frighten Arlo to keep him out of this house.
Aw, that poor guy. They just picked a vulnerable old man and took over his house, is what I'm gathering here.
Basically, you can put that together from this.
Pleasant.
You also find, amongst all of these, like, crates, in addition to the weapons, you smell that familiar smell, a smelly smell that smells smelly, of ozone. Magic. And you look in the crates and you see in small parcels the familiar blue powder of Banasite.
I'm gonna take some of that shit.
Are you gonna do it
I mean,
sneakily with Mira right
uh,
there?
I mean, does Miras? I think actually, Lorna will make eye contact with Skolna. Like she'll lift the top and realize what it is. Look at Skolna and say in Infernal, try to grab some of this while Mira isn't looking.
Hold on, I need to see what languages Mira speaks.
Oh, it's gonna be so embarrassing
Okay.
if she speaks Infernal.
Skolna just looks at you and nods. Mira looks up and says, "What was that about? Was that a spell?"
No, so I found this journal and they've been scaring Arlo to keep him out of the building and she's gonna hand it over. Can you believe how terrible that is?
Roll deception. You're obviously
Shit.
evading. Just roll a deception to see if you get away with it.
27?
27. Okay, that's pretty good.
Tara calls her a bad liar. She's really not. She just can't lie to him.
She rolled pretty good, but she didn't roll 27 good. She takes the journal from you and she looks through it and she's... This is horrible. No wonder he kept thinking he was haunted. They were making him believe there were ghosts tailing him for something that
Right,
happened.
we're gonna have to find Arlo and get him back in his house.
They even note that he revealed to them that he was worried about having killed some people. They didn't know about that. They used it against him.
She's gonna keep her talking about this book in the hopes of giving Skolna an opening.
Okay.
Whether I even notice or not, that's fine. But she's just like engaging in a dialogue with
You're
Mira about
aiding
this
Skolna.
whole
I'll give
concept.
Skolna advantage on 31. Even as a cleric, I don't think she has a high enough perception to... No, she doesn't have expertise in perception, so she can't see that. So, Skolna succeeds in something. Do you search around the room for anything else?
Absolutely.
Okay. As you inspect the room, you find lots of little things. Hold on a minute. We're gonna go ahead and roll on a treasure table.
Yeah.
So, let's see here.
I love treasure tables. Lawrence taken the mask off, by the way. Her safety net.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I'm sorry, one moment. I've lost my treasure table.
Your Trable.
Okay, first, roll me a d10.
I can do that. It is a 7.
Okay. Roll me a d4.
1.
Okay. Okay. All right. Roll me a... Roll me a d12.
Oh, big boy. 2.
Okay. Your eyes of detect magic. In one of the small crates in the corner of the room, you see traces of magic coming from within, as if through the slats you just get like glinting magic through them. And as you approach, you pop the top on the crate, and one of the things that's glowing in this box, you find a wand. Okay.
Okay. She will put that next to the panpipes on the floor in the identify when I'm able to pile.
Okay. All
For
right.
what it's worth, if she finds anything magical, she picks it up with a mage hand and puts it into a pile.
Noted. Okay. Let's see here. Roll me another d10.
Okay. 8.
Okay. Roll me a d4. A 3.
3.
Interesting. Okay.
I like interesting.
All right. Roll me a d20.
Ooh. 14.
Okay. Uh, now I need to get more specific. Please roll me a d4.
Okay. 2.
You find a short sword within the
Okay.
same crate. It has jagged, like serrated teeth up near the hilt. It is beautifully made. You can tell it is magical at a glance.
School.
Necrotic.
Oh.
So it's necromancy.
Uh-huh. Also, before I forget, does the wand exude a specific school of magic?
Evocation.
Okay. Sword is cool.
Okay, one more. And this is it. Please roll
Mhm.
me another d10.
Okay. 10.
Okay. Roll me a d4. 2.
2.
All right. Roll me d2.
Okay. 2.
Okay. All right. I need you to roll me a d33.
Okay. Slash R
Slash R.
space
Yeah,
1D33. 23.
23. Huh. Okay. I don't know what this is. All right. You find an amulet.
Ooh.
Nestled underneath the sword and the wand in the same crate, which has like all this velvet. You move a pillow aside, and you find a like golden inlaid amulet that you see has hands twisting around like an eye symbol. Um,
Mhm.
it's
Is that
not a
familiar to
religious
me?
symbol. You're not sure exactly what that is.
Okay.
Except as you think about it, you're pretty sure that's an arcane symbol, specifically for. I'm trying to remember the school transmutation.
Okay. That's my shtick. Um, can I identify these things?
Yeah,
I do that. She just sits in the middle of the floor. Maybe everybody take a breather.
way ahead of you. As
This'll
Anscombe
take me
like
about
sits down.
half an hour. She'll
Uh,
sit next to him. She's concerned about him. She saw him get blasted in the chest and she's sad about it.
yep, that's fair. The first, the wand, is a wand of magic missiles.
Ooh. Ooh.
The short sword is a short sword of wounding,
Okay.
and the amulet is an amulet of health.
Ooh. Um, is that attunement?
Yes.
Son of a bitch. No curses on any of this.
No?
I'm keeping that wand.
Based on the crate, you feel like these items were from, like, a magic shop. Like, these look like they were meant to be on a display, specifically, like, the velvet they were sitting on.
And they just got yoinked.
That's what it looks like. These look stolen.
She will look at her party and say, all right, I've got a sword of wounding and an amulet of health. Who's got open attunement slots?
Most of your party, like, nod.
She'll gesture. Who could be hardier?
Uh,
Could use some more health.
I would be a little better off if I could get in close.
She
That would be nice.
frisbees it at him.
Ah! He catches it. Let's see here.
I gave Tiara a scimitar recently and Lilith a short sword. It was just a +1 though, so
Correct.
you know.
The
It's
short
not like I'm
sword
saying that they can't have it. She's just, they have gotten swords recently.
Yeah.
And I've also given Skolna, geez, I've been handing out weapons like candy.
I mean, you don't really use weapons, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I don't. So this would make sense for, I'm imagining, Lilith or Norre, because Anscombe has his own super special boy sword.
I need to make sure Nora can use a short sword. I don't know if she can. Oh, she can. She's proficient.
Is it better than her rapier? Is it just a plain rapier?
Her rapier is mundane.
Lorna will gesture like, what do you think?
It's a little more crass than my usual, but I know how to use it.
And it'll make him bleed.
Oh, will it?
Yes, extra good.
Okay, sure. I can set Darlene aside. Pass it over.
Oh, you named it. She'll hand over the short sword.
Norre takes the short sword of wounding.
Which one's that one? Jolene?
I haven't named it yet. I just got it. I gotta see what feels right.
I can't rush you.
No. It's a
Do you
creative
give all
process.
of your things names?
Why?
Just curious if you've named the liar yet. I mean, you just met today, so I get it if you haven't. I'm just curious.
It sings of grace to me, but I haven't chosen that yet.
Huh. Oh, that reminds me. She'll look at the panpipes that were on this chuckle fuck. Can she identify those?
Yeah.
To make sure they're not
you
fucking cursed.
You identify those. They are pipes of haunting. They are not cursed.
Right.
But you can use them to expend a charge to frighten people.
She will also nudge that towards Norre.
She looks at them and she says, "These are hideous." All right.
I know, they are a little much.
Just garish. She picks them up.
I don't know how to play panpipes.
I don't know if anyone would want to hear the music that comes out of these, but I'll try them. And it's like testingly like blows through them, and it's like a death whistle, just out into the air. And it's clean but horrible. I can see a purpose. And as you loot the hideout in Arlo's house, that is where we will call it tonight's session.
Okay. Lorna took an excessive amount of damage.
Your whole party did. You guys took a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, she was, well, yeah.
You do watch
like,
as Lilith...
the healing, like I was like, damaged, healed, damaged, healed.
You do watch as Lilith has picked up the Scatterion and is fiddling with it.
Oh yes, I figured she would lay claim to it. I felt a little bad about trying to break it, but I failed anyways. Hooray. Second level spell slot.
There. Okay, as we come to the end of the session, I want to thank you for playing with me. To those of you who are at home or at work watching, hi Penn. Hi Class. Hi Emily. Hi Sal.
All you guys.
We love you all. And I wish you all a good night.